Welcome to Fat Dudes Podcast, episode 33. We calling this Larry Bird.
Larry Bird.
I'm one of your co-hosts, Don Dada. I'll let my other co-host introduce himself.
Man, Bubba Terrain, the one and only.
You
Episode
always gotta hold on.
33.
You always gotta throw that one and only in there.
Always, man. It's a
Every
trademark now,
time.
man.
Every time.
It's a trademark now,
Every
man. I
every
got
time.
to.
Every time you gotta throw that in there. So man, it was a crazy week of sports, bro.
Man, it was wild, man. It was wild.
I know
The
you was
press,
sitting
the,
there. I know you was sitting there thinking these cats gonna let Dallas come back.
bro. I'm like, man. Yeah, for a minute there though, it looked a little rocky. I was like, man, like that first half, it was, kind of they didn't dominate y'all, but they was just, they was controlling the ball. They was, making good plays. Brock looked a little suspect in the first half, and it really wasn't no running game. But man, that second half come out, bro, and y'all look like the 49ers of last year and in the last couple of years. So, y'all turned it around, but CD them got to going again, and it was some busted plays. Two cats
Yeah,
ran into each other, and it was
yeah,
it was a it was a funny call on that 3rd and 1. You don't run the ball on 2nd and 1, and then you come back on the 3rd and 1, and you damn near throw an interception. So that's the play calling though. That's on Mike. So, but overall though, man, it was a good game though. The Cowboy fans still hiding. I ain't really seen none of them. So they still in the bushes. But it is what it is.
yeah. Um, a lot of people didn't like my take on, especially 49er fans, didn't like my take on Brock Purdy. I'm not sold on Brock Purdy, bro. I
Yeah.
mean, he makes plays. Don't get me wrong, but he's in an offense that, bro, we're down to we're throwing our third and fourth tailback out there,
Right.
and he's chopping.
Yeah.
So you got the running game already, and then you got someone like Kittle, even though we got some guys hurt, and a Debo, who's Debo to me is a top five playmaker in the league.
When
You get the
healthy.
ball when healthy and when he's feeling it, you get the ball in his he can take over games.
Yeah.
All receiver running the ball like it ain't too many Debos in the league. Like
Right.
nobody
Right.
that you can compare to him. So when you got that around you and that one time you had Ayuk and CMC, you gonna look good, bro. You gonna look
No.
real, real good. But I
Absolutely.
wanna see how you look when shit ain't going right.
Yeah.
I want to see those. And I'm not saying I wasn't saying I probably shouldn't have said trash because he's not trash. He
Yeah.
makes a lot of plays, but he's not. He's a game man. Like I go back to what Cam said about him, game manager,
He was throwing some
game
dots in that
manager.
second half though. He
He
was. It
was,
was.
he was, he was. But I'm going back to the games that we lost that I thought we should have won.
Yeah.
Like you that type of quarterback, you will us to those wins. Even though, you know, he looked horrible against the Chiefs, bro. And I
Yeah.
know we
Yeah.
had guys out, but he looked horrible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
will. I will say in his defense though. Against the Rams, the game that y'all lost to my team,
Oh,
Bell
he
should have
played his
caught
heart
that.
out.
If
Yeah, he
if
played.
if,
Yeah,
if Bell catch that ball, y'all the game is over.
yeah,
We don't even get the ball back. So, like you said, he played his heart out. Then the
yeah,
Vikings game, he had a couple errors. Some
yeah,
some error throws. But the worst game might be that Chiefs game though. You right. He really looked. Spagnola really had him looking. You know
yeah,
he had him. He knew what he was going to do. He was predictable, and it was the game was the game. But I think this bye week is good for y'all. You get Jennings back. I mean, have you heard anything about McCaffrey? Is it going to turn into a whole season, or it is what it is right now?
It's one of them injuries that it's gonna take rest. You
Mm-hmm.
know, um,
Because if
and
it's
he
damn
still
near an
might come out after
Achilles,
rest and still could tear his Achilles. You know,
right,
because now
right.
they're saying it's both his Achilles. Um, so I
Damn.
don't really know. I've kind of pretty much said if we could get him close to the playoffs and get him going, then
Yeah.
then we could probably put a run. Ayuk's out, but I always like Jennings. I think the rookie Purcell. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Ricky
Yeah.
Purcell.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I
Yeah. He's
really
got to
think he's gonna be
get
good.
him. He ain't played.
Him and Purdy look like they had some kind of
Right.
chemistry
Right.
going.
He ain't played football and shit since Florida days. So the
Yeah,
injuries and then getting shot, then another
yeah.
5 weeks, and he just got to get back in football form, game speed, and I ain't gonna lie, he probably be real nice for y'all.
Honestly though, I think Dallas coming back saved Mike what's the coach name for Dallas?
Zimmer, or you talking about McCartney?
McCarthy.
Oh, my bad,
And I
McCartney.
and I like him, but I think them coming back saved his job because if we'd have kept that route going, he probably would have got fired Sunday. I mean Monday morning.
I think it's coming though, because I think Atlanta gonna serve him up though. They
You
gotta
think
go.
so?
They gotta go to Atlanta and
But I mean, Jerry can't blame nobody but himself.
oh,
He didn't do
absolutely,
nothing this off season, and then he
yeah,
made his stars wait for money.
yeah,
Had them all stressed out. He
no,
fucked up his
absolutely,
whole team's morale.
yeah, yeah. The main thing that's sickening about everything is he he could have had Henry, and Henry changes that offense drastically, man.
Yeah,
It takes pressure off of Dak having to throw the ball 40 times. It takes the pressure off, for CD, to get
yeah,
out. Like, I mean, it's just, Henry is a dog and it's showing.
yeah,
Now, is Dallas's O line as good as the Ravens? No, but Henry still gonna run that rock, and you still gotta respect it.
yeah. While we're on NFL games,
The NFC West is
the,
gonna be tough, man. I think it's out of
yeah,
us, out of the 49ers. I
y'all done bounced back.
yeah, we
Y'all
healthy.
getting healthy. Y'all bouncing back. I
We
like what y'all doing.
we
I
should
mean,
get 2 linemen back this week.
yeah. I mean,
We
y'all
got our
had. I mean, beating
receivers.
beating the Vikings. But hey,
That was a face mask. I ain't gonna argue
okay.
with nobody.
I just
That's
wanted
real.
you to say it. I just
That's
wanted you to
football.
say
I'm
it.
a realist. That was a face
And it
mask.
cost me
And
some money too, because all I needed was a quarterback to throw for 20 more yards.
yeah, he would have got that too. He would have
I
got
was
that for
pissed
sure.
off, man. The Eagles kind of going through the motions. I don't know if they contenders or pretenders in that division. I mean, the Giants ain't. To me, the Cowboys is the worst team in that division because
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Giants done got better. The Giants ain't just laying down no more. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Washington is
Is
doing their thing.
that the
Washington is
yeah.
the hottest team in that division.
The Commanders is hot.
What did you think about that
Hail
Hail
Mary.
Mary?
The biggest take I took from that was Stevenson in the back of that corner, just taunting, talking crazy to the fans, and then he got a group of
And that's
fans, Chicago fans, is yelling at him, telling him, "Hey, the play started. What are you
yeah. He
doing?"
don't even
And he don't even know that the play
yeah.
is in
He just on
motion.
some weird goofy shit.
He being cocky, celebrating the win, and you ain't won, you know. And then he looked like he was the main one that tipped the ball up.
He did tip it up.
That's what it looked
It
like to
hit
me.
his hand. It
It hit
hit his
his
hand.
hand,
Yeah. So
So
he was on some goofy
yeah,
type shit.
that's just one of them bang bang plays. The game ain't never over, man. That's just what That's what that
Yeah.
is. So
Yeah. So let's see what Lions is rolling. I wouldn't want to
Lions
play
is
the
tough.
Lions right now,
No,
man. They rolling.
no, no,
I
not
mean,
right
they
now.
rolling. They
Green
rolling.
Bay, they got Green Bay in Green Bay. I think that's gonna be a good game, though. I really do. But
Green
I
Bay
still,
match up well with them. What do you think about the Jets 2-6? Do they make the playoffs?
you know what, man? I gotta take my comment back to the day that trade happened. We was commenting on the Fat Dude's page, and Robert was saying, you know, uh, Devontae went to a team that's 2-3 and probably won't win a game in the next couple games. And I told him, man, you
Mm,
crazy. They should have won against Buffalo that night. They just kicker couldn't make no field goals. And
yeah.
then now, bro, they done lost 3 straight. So well, two straight since then. And that's just I don't know, man. I really don't know. Is it A-Rod? Is it is it that coach? He ain't a good head coach. I mean, I know he's an intern, but I mean that team got too much talent, man. You got A-Rod, you got Brees Hall, you got Garrett Wilson, you got Devontae Adams, you got
Yeah.
Lazard. On the defensive side, you finally get Riddick to sign the deal. Riddick done
Yeah.
signed his deal. You
Yeah.
got big Quentin Williams. You got good.
You should be making a
You,
push for the playoffs.
you got Sauce Gardner, one of the top corners in the game. So what are you missing? What are you? Why can't you win the games
Yeah.
you supposed to win? You
Yeah.
supposed to
You
beat New
can't
England.
close out. You can't close out games.
You supposed to
Um,
beat New England.
the Texans is kind of.
I
What
don't
did you
trust
think
them.
about? What did you think about the Colts quarterback taking himself out of the game because he was tired? Was that a big deal to you or?
I mean, is he tired to where he just can't go no more?
I
Or
don't know, man.
I mean,
Them
are
niggas
you?
be smoking them blunts, man.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Are
need
you
to
that
stay out.
tired,
I'm
bro?
not
Like,
saying he smokes blunts, but them
yeah,
dudes in the
yeah,
league be smoking
yeah,
blunts, man.
yeah. They blow
They need to
back,
stay
man.
off their blunts, man.
So are
The
you
Bill.
gas?
Let me ask you this: do you think the Bills have enough um rookie receiver from Florida State stepping up, looking like a vet now? They made the trade for your boy.
They got what's his name from Cleveland?
Yeah,
Cooper Amari.
yeah, Amari Cooper.
Um, Buffalo
Do you
Bills
think the
is
Bills have enough to overthrow? Because right now the Chiefs look like
yeah,
they can't do no wrong.
yeah. I wanted to say the Ravens was gonna be the team to do that, but that game against Cleveland kind of showed me that they secondary is horrible. Like they secondary is not good. And you got
And that used to
Humphreys
be
and
that was a
that
strength for them.
that
I
was
don't know.
that
They
was
gonna have to tighten
always
up.
that was
They
always
gonna
a
have to
strength.
tighten up. But
Yeah.
Cleveland always play them tough.
That's a divisional game, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm kind of like, okay, that is what it is. But Buffalo could be the one though. I mean, Keon Coleman starting to play good. You got Amari Cooper, you
Yeah.
got Shakur, you got running back.
Yeah.
You got. I
You
mean,
got Cook.
you
Cooks.
got Cook, you got James Cook, and then you got
Yeah.
Josh Allen is top 5 right now. He's top 5
Yeah.
quarterback. However anybody want to put it. And then you trade Diggs, who was supposed to be a top receiver, and you still cooking without him. So
Do
I
you think
think
the
I think they
oh,
okay.
what do you think of is the Broncos for real or they a fraud at 5-3?
I think they for real, bro. I think Sean Payton found his quarterback. They getting a little running game going, but the only thing that just breaks them is they need an elite receiver that they don't have. They losing depth now because Reynolds getting shot at the club. So them
Yeah.
cats is acting up out there in Denver, man. So They got a good team, but I feel like depth at wide receiver. If they can maybe make a splash before this trade deadline and get a wide receiver, Denver is a good team. They defense is top 3 right now.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
if I think they okay. I think they for real. To answer your question, yes.
Let's go to the comments and see what we got. Hail to the Commanders, Johnny Masecki.
Yeah, they look good right now. They do. That quarterback's for real,
My
man.
homeboy DJ's brother. And I can't think of his name right now. My bad. He was at the game. He's my Facebook friend. He's a Commanders fan.
He was at the Washington game.
Yeah, Johnny
Yeah.
Masecki. What's up, Larry?
What's up?
Thanks for tapping in
What's
all the
up? What's
time.
up?
Bang bang 9 again. Dallas is trash. And he tipped the ball.
Yeah, he tipped the ball.
Hey, Rod washed up. Thank y'all for tapping in. They missed
yes, sir.
Rodgers ain't it. I agree with you.
He might not be though, man. He
So
he lost a step. No.
So as you were talking about the games this coming week, you mentioned Dallas at Atlanta is a 12:00 kickoff.
Yeah.
Houston at New York Jets tomorrow.
Yeah,
that could pretty much end the Jets season if they lose.
Yeah, if they lose that, that's a must win.
That's a must win.
That's a must win.
That's a must win. We got Miami at Buffalo. Tua came back. He looked okay.
Yeah.
He looked okay. You got the Raiders at Cincinnati.
That's a must win for Cincinnati.
Chargers at Cleveland. I want to see that Chargers at Cleveland game.
That's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah, and I think the Chargers, if they get in the playoffs, I think they're gonna bloody somebody up.
They will.
They ain't gonna win the Super Bowl, but they gonna.
Harbaugh got a good disciplined, hard nosed team, man.
Yeah. Then you got Redskins at New York. Should be a good one. Denver at Baltimore.
Yeah.
That
was gonna be very interesting. Yeah, me too.
Detroit at Green Bay. You talked about that one. Y'all at Seattle.
We gonna win. I'm telling you, we gonna beat Seattle, and we're gonna be tied for first place with the Cardinals. Unless the Cardinals end up losing.
Chicago at Arizona. That's gonna be a good one.
Man.
And then Kansas City at Tampa Bay on Monday night.
Who got Monday night? Kansas City and Tampa.
Tampa Bay.
Tampa just losing Godwin and then Evans out with the hamstring. I mean Baker played his heart out the other day, but he just ain't got no weapons right now. Yeah. You know, and it's gonna be hard to beat the Chiefs in Kansas City. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I never seen what they said happened to Godwin. Is he out for the season?
He's done. He broke his ankle.
Damn.
Yeah, and it was in garbage time. He shouldn't even been out there.
Yeah.
It was like a minute left, and they was getting beat by down 10 points. Shouldn't even been in the game, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's get to college football, man.
Let's get to it.
Where do you want to start? I'll let you start it off.
I'm gonna first off and say, besides, shout out to my little cousin, Big Rob, UCO. But and if there's any other schools I'm missing, but I'm just gonna say Division I football in Oklahoma. Tulsa, okay.
They came back.
They came back and they came back and won.
One of the biggest comebacks.
Yes, ever. So I will give them respect for that. But as of Division I football in the state of Oklahoma is horrible. Oklahoma
I want to hear you say that again.
Division I football in the state of Oklahoma is horrible right now. In today, on October 30th, because your two teams that, for one, I'm just gonna start with my team. We just can't finish.
Just be fair. Start with Oklahoma State. I want to hear what you had to say about Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma State, man, I seen the stat that said that they get no rushes. I mean, they get no their O line is good. They don't get too many rushes to the quarterback. They was ranked number 2. So why is the quarterback play so bad? They're not even, I'm guessing, giving up too many sacks a game. So what? Yeah, and they played hard against Baylor. They did. I mean, I seen clips of it. They looked like they played hard.
They lost two that you can tell the effort was there.
The effort was there, especially against BYU. It was there.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, man, losing 5 straight. I don't think I ever seen that in the Gundy era. I mean, I don't know if I mean, somebody can maybe fact check me, but I know for sure in the last 10 years, I have not seen Gundy lose. Yeah, I ain't seen Gundy lose 5 straight. So okay. And so going back to my team, it just Joe John Finley had a plan and it looked okay. Our O-line they're not good. They're not playing together. They're not blocking good. But Arnold
I
made
seen
some
a
plays.
picture. I'm gonna show you a picture later of y'all's offensive line where it was 4 guys that could have blocked the one and none of them blocked them.
Yeah, I mean it's like they're not playing together. They're giving up, and Arnold for the most part I think played an okay game. Like he did. He played an okay game. Going into that halftime, it was what, 14-10? I think we was up. And then we come out and this is totally different. Like everything we did in the first half, we didn't do for the second half.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we just gotta, not too good wide receiver play. All we got is the tight end and JJ Hester. I'm hearing that Kennery, he ain't happy. He probably on his way out transferring. If I don't know. I'm just, that's just a little buzz that I done heard. But he want more touches. So and I think
is that the freshman?
Yeah, number 7. And I think the kid is good. So I really want to know why he's not getting more touches. But going into this game, man, we'll whatever. We'll beat up on Maine, get a little confidence. But then that next week, we go on to Missouri with 5 wins, and can we beat Missouri? And it's crazy, man. I wanted to ask you this. Missouri got beat 33-34-0, and they still ranked 25. How? I don't know how.
Alabama beat them 34-0.
I think it was 34-0, man.
Yeah.
And they was ranked number 21 at that time. You telling me they still ranked 25, so they only dropped 4 spots?
Yeah. That's
Come
weird.
on, man. That's just weird to me, man. So but yeah, man, I mean, I think we can beat Missouri. But then, of course, Bama, LSU coming in, we take our lumps. But if we can get that 6th in Missouri, that's cool, man. So we it ain't all on the coaches, man. The guys gotta play, Linemen gotta block, guys gotta read, make their throws, everything. So but the state of Oklahoma, man, we struggling. I don't think I ever seen it this bad. So, because usually if OU's not good, which is honestly OU always be 8, 9, 10 win team. OSU's usually a 9, 10, 8. I have never seen it where both teams might not make a bowl game, and I still think that, I think O State does, but
you think O State makes the bowl?
Yeah, they schedules in I think a little bit in their favor. I think to where they can win 2 games and get 6, and of course OU's isn't. See what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I still think O State makes a bowl. I don't, us. It's not looking too good.
Well, y'all beat Maine this weekend. Hopefully.
Yeah, that's what. We'll beat Maine. That's a confidence booster, you know.
Yeah.
So I like that for Jackson more than anything to
I
make
don't
some
like how y'all
throws.
just hurry up and got rid of Jackson in that like y'all should have let him play through that Tennessee shit.
Yeah, I mean, I he could have, you know. I
Because
mean,
the thing with quarterbacks is they gotta take their lumps. Like
yeah, true.
you basically set him for that game, and then you don't play him in the Texas game, which he probably could have made. Then you come back to him.
He could have played in that Texas game. He would have been way better than
Yeah,
Hawkins. Way better.
yeah. Hawkins should have got a red shirt. Nothing
He
against Hawkins. I like Hawkins. I think he's
he,
gonna be a damn good quarterback.
he should have got
But
a red
you
shirt.
don't throw him to the wolves like that when you
He
know you
got
got your
thrown to the
offensive
wolves.
line is horrible. You know you don't have a running game. Why would you throw your freshman quarterback, your true freshman quarterback, in the mix like that?
To the wolves. So yeah, man. So you know, we gotta grind it out, see what we can do, see if we can get 6. And if we can get 6, 7, 6, whatever, because
I wouldn't doubt the fans don't make it close against Bama, and Bama's had trouble on the road. I'm
Bama
not
had
gonna
trouble
say
on the
y'all
road.
beating Bama,
But
but I'm
because
gonna say there's a
but
shot there.
I will say this though, the fans, because
Especially if y'all lose to Missouri.
yeah,
That's
because
the only chance y'all got. Because I don't see y'all going to LSU.
not in Death Valley
Probably a
right
night
now.
game and
No,
win.
yeah, I don't see that. So, right now, man, I think because the fans gonna show up for the Bama game because it's Alabama, coming to Oklahoma. Hell, I'm going, and I just because I just want to see Alabama, play Oklahoma.
Yeah.
So I think the fans gonna
You
show up
might
and,
not.
and
You might not see it for a while.
might not see it for a while because I don't know
In Norman, I think
in
next
Norman.
year. Yeah,
We
I
gotta
think.
go. We gotta
Yeah.
go to Tuscaloosa. So, yeah. To your point, though, you right. Though I think the crowd and the fans might make it interesting. So,
Yeah.
um,
The Miami Florida State game wasn't very interesting, but I will say this: Florida State does have talent.
they do. That quarterback's
They
okay too.
lined
That
up and
number
man,
14.
the number they look like they found a quarterback.
Yep.
They DBs stood up in man-to-man coverage. Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
wasn't just. I mean, it's a rivalry game, and I knew it was gonna be like that, but we didn't just overwhelm them. And we got Duke coming to town this week.
When do
Manny
y'all play?
Diaz, our
When
former.
do y'all play Clemson, or will that
No,
be in the ACC
that would
championship?
have to be in the ACC championship.
Okay. So whichever way it go, y'all gonna make the playoffs. You're gonna run the table, and let's just say you win or lose that game. You're gonna make the playoffs. But I still don't
Yeah,
like how they disrespecting y'all.
yeah.
The ranking, I just don't like it.
That's
Now,
what I was trying to tell Mike that we being disrespected, bro.
bro,
And
I
then
mean, I mean,
if we were to lose, they're probably gonna drop us to 15 or
bro,
somewhere
you
disrespectful.
lose, you gonna drop 10 spots probably,
That's what I'm saying.
and it's gonna
It's
and it's
crazy
crazy.
because
It's crazy.
Ole Miss got 2 losses and they 19.
They 19.
Ohio State and Penn State play this week. Well, who you got in that one? Who
Is
you
that where
like?
game day going?
Yeah.
Um, Ohio State should have lost to Nebraska. So, I mean, if they keep it close for Penn State wins. So I'm gonna
It's
go.
in Happy Valley too.
I'm gonna go Penn State because it's probably gonna be a whiteout. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Penn State.
Early game too.
No, that's trash for a top 5
Ole
teams.
Miss at Arkansas.
They'll be Arkansas.
Oregon at Michigan.
They're gonna beat Michigan by 2 touchdowns, maybe 3.
Think so?
At Michigan.
At
Yeah.
Michigan.
I think they too good. I think they
The
beat them by at
world
least
biggest
3.
cocktail party. Georgia, Florida and Georgia. That game is played in Atlanta.
It ain't
Oh
Jacksonville
no, it's
no
played
more.
in Jacksonville. I'm tripping.
Okay,
I
gotcha.
don't know why I said Atlanta. played in Jacksonville. Florida might make that interesting.
They
Um,
could.
Texas Tech and Iowa State. We haven't talked a lot about Iowa State, and shouts out to my homeboy Steven Alexander. His son plays for Iowa State. He's a freshman.
Hmm.
Iowa State looks like the cream of the crop in the Big 12. Do you think they win the Big 12?
It's gonna be out of them and BYU, and man, they look real suspect against Central Florida, man. And if Buddy don't drop that ball on it before he score, I think Iowa State got an L, man.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. I don't
I'm
know how the remaining schedule. Let's look at the remaining schedule.
yeah.
To see what they got left on the table. Uh, Let me pull it up real quick. They got at Kansas, Cincinnati at home, which would be a good one. At Utah, then they end the season hosting K State,
That's Iowa State, so that's BYU's.
Iowa State.
Iowa State can win out.
Yeah,
They can
I
win
would
out.
say that too.
You know.
It's gonna be tricky who makes the Big 12 championship. Um, Texas A&M at South Carolina. Do you think South Carolina can pull that off?
In South
Texas
Carolina?
A&M, Texas A&M. When they put that
Yeah.
backup quarterback in, that just fucked LSU all the way up.
Man,
I was
that
talking
man.
shit to Dave, and he was like, "Man," and then I went back and watched it, and I said, "Man, it's hard for you to prepare for both type
Yeah.
quarterbacks, you know." Um,
I know he's
that
sick
kid,
because I told him though I think that they should win. So I know my
yeah,
Kim folks sick,
and
but
it's tough to play at College Station.
it's tough
That's
to play
probably
at
one of
College Station.
that's easily top 5 hardest places to play in college
Shit,
football.
I think it's
I
one of
don't.
the biggest. I think they hold like with the
Well, I'm saying tough,
reevaluate.
the toughest place,
Yeah,
top
bro.
5.
It's you got 110
Yeah,
yelling at you. Yeah, bro.
yeah.
It's tough. So um so the game South Carolina is in Columbia or it's in College
It's in
Station.
Columbia.
That could be upset alert. That's one to watch. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
So
and
that
them,
can be ours. I know Texas A&M is probably favorite, of course, but that can be one of them ones to where hey, y'all play around
it's
in
the
South
ABC.
Carolina.
It's the ABC night game.
Yeah, see that's gonna make it even trickier too, because they're gonna be live in Columbia.
Yeah,
I mean, they got a great front five, you know. So that one, yeah, man, that's gonna be tricky right there. I'll still say A&M wins it, but hey, don't be surprised if they lose though.
Kentucky at Tennessee could be good.
That could be
Pitt,
trap game.
Pittsburgh at SMU.
I think SMU can get it. I don't know. Pitt, the way Pitt played the other day, though, I mean, last week with all them pick
I think
sixes, though,
Pitt's undefeated.
Pitt's undefeated. So, yeah, I'll probably go Pitt, man, because they got some corners, man, and some safeties.
Yeah. Um. What have you been watching any NBA? Any of
Man,
the World Series? It looked
World
like
Series, yeah, I was watching it
it looked like the
yesterday.
Yankees is winning. Oh
Yeah,
no, Dodgers then came back and tied it.
they did, because I was
Yankees was up
watching
5-0. Now
I
it's
was
5-5.
watching that Boston game, but yeah, I'm gonna have to turn it to the game because
Yeah.
I told him I'm going for the Dodgers, man. So um, but yeah, man, I've been watching basketball, man, since we on that topic. How do you feel about your Lakers and JJ Redick right now?
They look a lot better. They got beat tonight. They lost a close one. It was either last night or Monday night. To Phoenix. I think they just need to stay healthy and keep going. It don't look like they're gonna lose games that they should win. They look like they're taking care of the ball. Hachimura's looking a whole lot better.
Yeah,
AD's looking like what I thought AD would be But I mean, it's so early. I just can't. Like I was telling somebody, my blood pressure ain't set up to be watching Lakers this early in the year.
I feel it.
I
feel it.
Austin Reeves though looks like he's taking that next step that I thought he would take last year.
No,
he kind of digressed last year, but Austin Reeves is looking like a guy. And JJ, he's got him playing just smart basketball.
It look like it's a lot of rotation, man. A lot of movement. A lot of get the ball at your hand, swing it.
Swing it, kick it. Yeah.
So that's what I'm seeing.
Kicking and swinging it. But
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you this now, man. Thunder up, bro. We gonna be the best team in the West. I'm telling you that now. Again,
I still think we're a bad matchup for y'all. I still think
we got somebody. We can't stop AD, but we got somebody, a big body for him though, and that's Hartstein. He just hurt right now, so we got something for that. Okay. We got something for that. That's why we went out and got him. So we up right now by 5 against San Antonio right now. So
yeah.
So Shed and SGA, man, they hooping, man. They look good,
Yeah, that's good. Mike say he going with SMU
over Pitt. Okay.
What's up, Mike?
What's up, dog?
Thunder going to be a problem.
Yes, sir. We're a problem.
Larry always got to throw his Irish in there.
Nah, and man, they beat Navy.
Announced today that Miami and them are going to play the first game of 2025.
Larry, who's going to win that game, man? Talk to me. If y'all next year 25, they won't have a quarterback. What they going to do?
Smack them again. They got to come to Coral Gables.
Y'all going to smack them again?
I was talking to Billy Wolf. He sent me a picture. I said, we need to go to the game because me and him, back when we was in high school, used to talk Notre Dame, Miami.
Yeah.
We had classes together. He's been a Notre Dame fan his whole life.
Catholic's first convicts.
And he goes to games. So, I wouldn't mind going to that one with me and him hooking up. We chilling. Mike, thanks for tapping in, man.
What's up, dog? What's up?
Thanks for tapping in. As we get towards, I know we started late tonight, and we probably won't go quite an hour, but let me pull up some stuff I wanted to show you this past week.
All right, Mike, them Black Toes come out Saturday, man. Them 14s, I'm on them.
Hold up. Iowa State's head coach. Hold on.
Campbell?
Let me make sure. I don't know if
if you fall in love with the process, then eventually, Ogie, the process will love you back. But see, here's what's crazy about that. You don't know when it's going to love you back. Okay? All you have to do is you got to be prepared for your opportunity when it's ready to love you back.
That's real, right?
I like that. That's some.
Yeah.
You need to pay attention. I like
That's
that.
my first time hearing him talk.
I mean, I done heard him a couple times, man. He's a real amped up coach. You know, he ain't taking no BS.
Yeah.
You know, like he got into it with a fan going to halftime because they was having a bad season, and he said they sucked, and he jumped on his ass like, you got our, you know, colors on and repping Iowa State, and you say we suck. You're not a real fan. Like, I like that though, bro. Like, get out of here, man. Like, you know. So, I mean.
Here's one thing I wanted to show you.
Watch how late the left guard and the left tackle are to get out of their stance. So ball is snapped, right? Right side of the O-line is moving. They're in their stance, guys. Left side of the line has still not moved yet. What is going on there? I'm just going to call that out. I would love to hear what Gabe has to say on that. This defensive end already has the advantage here because he's got a full head of steam before Howland is even out of his stance. Finally, there, he has begun to move. Guys, that end is already across the line of scrimmage. And then Howland's first step, whenever you're dealing with this, and I'd love to hear Gabe. So, guys, tag Gabe in this video. I'll post some of this to Twitter. You need to be getting depth on this first step, right? It needs to be here if you're going against a wide technique, not lateral, right? I'm sure there are some situations, offensive line guys talk to me about it. There are some situations where you would move more lateral. In this case, you need to get depth. He does not get depth. It's almost completely lateral. And because of that, he's off balance. He has no chance against number one. He is beat here, right? Unless he has some makeup speed and could essentially take one out of the play this way, he's done. And as you can see, the technique just isn't there. He doesn't have the feet. One's going to cook on this play. Just awful.
That's awful.
What'd you think? I mean,
that's piss poor, man. That's how my motto. That's piss poor, bro. You know that, and that's what I was saying. You know, like O-line didn't even, you know, like I said, in some instances, yeah, they did okay, and then in some instances, that, you know, and I'm pretty sure that might have been a third down, and we needed that, you know. So yeah, bro, that's bad. Get him out, and for Holland's sake, bro, he is a freshman, so. You know, he got thrown in the fire because Sexton got hurt. So, you know, it is what it is. But, yeah, bro, that's – you know, I heard a little tweet, too, saying that, you know, Bill Beatonbow got to go. Bill Beatonbow is a top offensive line coach. He don't need to go. He's okay.
I heard not – what's the other guy? Not Mel Kiper, but the other guy. Todd McShay.
Yeah, Todd McShay.
That in some NFL circles, Bill is considered the best offensive line coach in college football.
Bro, absolutely. You know, he really
is.
He's a top dog.
That's kind of where y'all's fan base, and I'm not saying you, but y'all's fan base is fucked up, bro.
Yeah.
Because it's like,
why would you be calling for his head?
Yes. Yeah.
Why would you be calling for his head? And when OU was kind of considered one of the top teams that produce linemen, like we got Trent, we got Creed, we got Lane, we got one of the guys on Samia, bro, Big Orlando. Like we go on and on. Like it's linemen in the league from Oklahoma. So
yeah,
and they all came from Bill. Bill recruited them. Bill had them. Like
yeah.
So, yeah, I feel you on that 100%. Why would you call for his head after one down season? Come on, man. Don't.
And your offensive line, I mean, with the way the portal set up and all that stuff, like you lose a couple offensive line, it's gonna be hard to have a good offensive line every
Yeah, because
year.
they ain't played together.
Yeah. So I wanted to show you some of these quick releases from Cam Ward. He always makes it to the show.
Okay.
Look at that. Look how quick he's getting that ball out there. Get it into the receiver's hands and let him undo work.
Man, that number 7, man. That dude is nice, man. What's the Respa? How you say? He's nice, number 7.
Hell yeah. Xavier damn. I say his name all the time and you done made me forget his name. He nice though.
Yeah, he nice. Is he like go? You think he going pro or he gonna wait another year?
I think he gonna go ahead and go.
Okay.
You know. This was a play a lot of people that.
Yeah, bruh. I got a Saints fan at work, man.
I wonder if that dude got fined.
He had to.
Yeah.
He had to. But yeah, we talked about it at work, man, and yeah, that's trash right there, man. You know, that's weak. Yeah. You ain't gotta do all that. What you think about the NFL finding Bosa for having his MAGA hat on?
Look at this. I was trying to show you this picture. 4 or 5 guys. They rushed 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys not blocking nobody. Well,
nobody.
And here's this dude sacking a quarterback.
35. And you got 4 on 1.
That's kind of where
somebody missed an assignment. That's the story of the season. Right there.
Yeah.
Right there. You know, we gotta regroup, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I got one more. I always get you something from your team. It's Cale Gundy speaking.
You got to be with Bill Bedenbaugh 2 or 3 years. You know, Bill's a great coach. You just can't come and he make you a great player in 6 months. I've had conversations with coaches in college football, and guys have told me you'd be shocked that when we get a transfer come in from a guy who comes from a top 20 program who's been a 2-year starter and 3-year starter, how bad he is, how fundamentally technique poor he is, how weak he is in the weight room, you know. And this guy's been a starter at this Power 5 program for 2 years or 3 years. And again, that's where, to me, that's the challenging side of it, is because when you recruited high school kids as 9th graders and sophomores, you were with them for 2 and 3 years. You watched them practice over a dozen times. They were always at your camp. I mean, you got to coach them, got to watch them play games, got to watch them in practice, and you got to know them in and out. These portal guys, you don't get to know these guys in and out.
No, that's true.
It literally, I mean, it's a 50-50 on signing a portal guy if he's going to turn out to be a good enough player for the University of Oklahoma to win championships with.
Yeah.
No,
I can't disagree with.
Man, Cale spitting, man. Like, man, why did we get rid of him? Shit. Didn't they say he said some racial slurs or some shit? Yeah. So
he need to be coaching somewhere, though.
He need to be coaching somewhere, man. You know, because Cale, I can tell Cale still got it.
Yeah. Shouts out to Cale Gundy, man. Shit.
Shout out to Cale, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think that's all I had, man, video wise. I thought I might have had one or two more, but
okay.
Yeah, I think that's all I have. Any predictions this week?
Predictions this week, man. NFL wise, I'm gonna say I think Dallas loses, and I think shit get real shaky for them. As I think Jimmy make a decision. That's a prediction of mine. And then my second one is I'm gonna say my Rams will be first place after next week in the West. We'll be first place, 4-4.
Mm.
I say that. I say we'll be 4-4. And then on the college side of it, you got me thinking, man. That South Carolina game, man. I think A&M might be on the upset alert. I really do.
Mm.
And then I think Penn State wins.
Penn State wins.
Penn State wins.
Boy, they gonna be wanting Ryan Day's job.
Yeah.
Losing 2.
Yep, losing 2 when you ain't supposed to. It's the quarterback play too. Will Howard ain't just all that.
Yeah. Restrepo. Shouts out to the Chiefs.
Man, that's my boy Ross,
Montel
man. Shout out to
Ross.
his Chiefs, man. He come into work, he represent his Chiefs, man. Shout out to my boy, man. Hey, I got y'all beating Tampa anyway, so you'll be what? What's that? 8-0? What they 7-0 now? Is it 6, 7? So whatever it is, I got them beating Tampa Bay. They just ain't strong enough.
Yeah. Mike said he's a Sunday guy. His 40 won't wow anyone, but he runs great routes and catches with his hands. Doesn't drop many, if any. You right. Shit getting shaky in Dallas. McCarthy got to go.
McCartney gotta go, man. I'm telling y'all, man. It's time to go ahead and go pull Bill out of retirement.
Yeah.
Do you go Bill or do you go Young? Uprising.
Do you go Bill or do you?
Yeah. That's a discussion for next week.
Yeah. Well, signing off, man. Good show, man. Thanks for bearing with me. Make sure you passing out candy tomorrow for Halloween. If you at home, get the kids some candy.
Yeah.
It's gonna get real spooky. Much love, bro. Always good. Fat Dudes, episode 33. Larry Bird.
33. Let's go.
All right, fam.
All right, man. I'm out, man.
Yeah.
Yep.